Hey guys, and welcome to a new video about the Plume Monarch. Today I'm gonna show you a PvP build. Maybe not perfect, but it's pretty decent and you can experiment from there on further, and with that you definitely have a good point standing on which you can improve. First we're gonna have look at the skills. I'm using the smoke bomb for some damage res. Then the Worldly Snare for some crit damage and crit chance. Then the 100 slashes, which gives me some damage res and attack speed based on my HP, on my current HP. Then really important, and always use that in the builds, the Blitz Assault. It gives you 3 seconds of damage immunity, and it's almost a must-have in every build that is not based on region. Then as last one, use the disarm. It disarms the enemy for 3 seconds. And then for the pulse, I'm using Treasure Dragger for some crit damage. That's a really good one. Then you can use the Writer's Banana. If you have more than 100% combo chance, then maybe I would take it out and switch it with something else here, like the Warlord's Hydrospite, maybe if you have longer fights, or something like Serpent Spring, which gives you, which reduces the final crit rest of the enemy. Then I would advise you to use the Hero Bird for attack speed. Then the Snow General, which is useful for you against other archers because it reduces the attack speed of the enemy. And then the Agile Deer for some damage rest. That's pretty nice to have. For the Awakening, the main focus is the attack here. I have it on 90. The second focus is on the crit damage. I have it on 60. And then I have just leveled the HP, the crit res here, and the combo damage here a little bit. I think maybe in the future you want to level up the crit res and the HP one more, and maybe the combo damage here on 20, 25. And if we want to have more HP, then just go maybe on 80 and here on 30 or something like that. And you just can calculate it down to your level so that it's maybe something like that from the differences of stats. Then for the relicts, I would advise you to use the crit mask here. Maybe depending on how much combo chance you have, you want to use the combo one, but in the end game it's almost every time the crit rate mask. And then for this one you want the Thundercolor Kite. It gives you a lightning which is summoned on every active skill you use. Then you want to have the Stone Tome. It increases your damage resist. That's a really nice one. And then you want to use the Spirit Necklace here to have some damage during Blitz Assault. And then you use the Time Statue to increase the effect of Disarm and Smoke Bomb. And with that you stun your enemy longer, and you can also survive longer through that, because if two archers play against each other and one of them has the Time Statue and one not, but both play the Disarm, then the fight is almost won by you because the enemy is stunned for a second longer or something like that. And then you want to use the magic box here for the deer damage. And in the middle you want to use the potent spore. That's the best one, the best option for you. It increases all the effects here of the other relicts by another 40% if you have it maxed out. Then on the star array you want to use the Biosphere Guardian as the main one, and then Nature's Keeper. The second one, it gives you some increased crit rate. Then And as the last one, I'm using the Spirit of Knowledge because it increases the stun rate until the battle ends. And the only reason I'm using that is because I don't have the genie here. If I would have that one, I would use in the middle the genie, and then as both port skills, one's the Nature's Keeper, and for the other one the Biosphere Guardian, which at 50% HP or lower it will trigger some attack speed, and that's nice to have. Maybe if you want to have more survivability, you want to change something with the shield here, but I would play it like that. Then for your avian, Firefly or the Sunshine Bringer are the best ones or the best options for you. If you are stunned all the time, you want to use the Sunshine Bringer together with debuff immunity and then rage bonus, shroom combo, and maybe the global combo here in purple, or the no speeding, which decreases the durations of active skills. That's a nice one. And if you don't want the control immunity, then just play rage bonus, shroom combo, one purple combo damage here, and then on the last one you want to have no speeding. Then for the back accessory, you want to use the attack one here, then the HP one here in the middle, and the defense doesn't matter for you. Mine is 11 because I'm main a Warbringer. Then for the talents here, I would go for both trees here till max, till the end, and then max out all the basic stats of the HP, the attack, and the defense. You can have it at 10, at 12, and level it up when you have some left. And then here, important, the combo one, the attack speed one, combo and crit one, those two we want to level up. And also the damage stresses are here important. You want to level your counter, your combo damage stress, and your skill damage stress, and maybe also the pole damage rest, but it's not that important now because at the moment not that many people play the pole classes, so you won't meet that many of them, but maybe in the late game there will be seen more of them, and maybe in the future also more of them. Then here you just want to have the crit res on it, and then the Ascension here is a good one, but I decided to not take it because most of the time if you don't fight an tanky build you won't play longer than 15 seconds. So I went here, which after my HP falls below 20%, my attack speed and crit damage are increased. That's a nice one to have. And then you want to max out the crit damage here. Basic stats same as the other one, and here the crit res. If you want the Ascension, you can switch it with Ascension and go here then just for the crit damage. That's also possible. Then here I went for the stun because on this one I just leveled the crit res and the skill region and the basic stats here. And if you look at here, I leveled the counter, the combo, the skill damage res here, and because I went to the top here, each of them was already at 10, and so I could use other points more, like here or on another page. Then for the last page, I just went with the damage stresses here, same on the counter, the combo, and the skill damage stress here. Basic stats are also the same. And here I haven't leveled the ball damage because you don't meet them that often. Maybe you need to do it in the future. And then for the souls, you want to level the attack one and the crit one almost the same. Then as a third, you want to level the combo damage and the crit res here, and then the HP depending on how much HP you need. But like that, it's absolutely fine. You don't need the defense and the basic attack damage one, same with the counter one here. They are not important for you. Then for the different back accessories, artifacts and mounts, back accessory, go with the alien dimension here if you have it. That's definitely one of the best ones you can use. The tiger one is also a nice one. And then just, if you don't have one of them, decide which of them you want to take. If you are free to play, you need to play the version of the combo one here, which you can unlock in the lucky spinner, which is from Friday to Sunday here. And there they will come. You can just save up the tokens till you have 500 and can get it guaranteed. It just increases your common damage. Maybe if you are a little spender, you get lucky with one of them and you can use that one, or you bought the angel wings here and just use the one you think works best with the class, because what's important is the attack speed, the attack, combo damage, crit damage, so like high attack and maybe a little bit survivability like the alien back accessory gives here. And then best artifact to use for you is the panda bow. For archer it's the best in PvP, also PvE. There are other ones which you can use, but if you have the panda one, use that, because most of the people just have 2 to 3 artifacts. I think you can choose for yourself which one is the best. And if you are free to play, the only one is the hammer here. You can also get it in the lucky spinner, and it gives you some AoE damage for combos and basic tags. So it's not that useful in PvP, more likely in PvE. The only option in PvP is when the enemy has a clone outside, and then you can damage the clone and the enemy at the same time. Then for the mount, the cheetah is absolutely the best option for you. A cheaper option would be the moon mount, which you can buy now for 6 of the feather passes in the shop. If you spend a little bit of money in the spinners and you get in 3 events the 250 spins and you get 2 coins in each event, then you can maybe buy it at some point. And other ones for free to play, definitely the blue ox is one of the best options. Or also, if you hand it, the panda is a really nice one. And just, if you don't have those I named you now, just use the best one which you have, and then maybe go for the blue ox. Then for the runes here, you want to use 4 times the crit and 2 times the combo. On this one you want to have combo damage, either here counter or combo damage res, here the crit damage bonus. Those 3 stay the same. And the stats on the runes, you want to have the global combo damage in the highest rarity there's possible. Mine are not that good because I'm not main as an archer, but the highest rarity would be this one here, which is the counter of one of my main builds. I just have it to have the full attack stats here, and I don't have a better one. And like 20% plus here is nice for the global damage here. Then for the statue, you want to use the combo damage, and I maybe change it later to have a complete SSS plus. And I think that was everything. I'm just gonna look through it here again. Yeah, now I'm gonna show you my stats. I have 100% crit rate and 100% combo rate. Even have a little bit more than that. Then I have here 50% stun. Definitely not need that, so maybe if you have a better idea, go for it. Then for the crit damage here, I have 8600%. Maybe in the future I want to have 9000 here, and then even higher. And here you want to have the crit res 1500. Then basic attack multiplier is not important for you. We want to have some common damage res and also counter damage res. Depending on which class maybe you face more, you want to use one of them, or if you think even further, you want to build against the counter classes and a build against the combo classes, but that's definitely endgame stuff. Then you want to have the stats balanced, like I have 340 billion HP, 3580 million attack, 800 million final death. The death doesn't need to be so high because I'm a main warbringer, and because of my basic stats it's that high, but maybe normally at 500, 600. And the thing how we want to balance them is when you have here 3500, you also want to have here like 350. So for me, I always go for that, but it doesn't matter that much if you have like 400 billion HP and then 4500 million attack. That's also good, so something like that is pretty nice to have. Yeah, if you like my videos, I would appreciate a like, and if you would subscribe to my channel. And if you have still questions, feel free to ask them in the comments. And yeah, see you next time. Bye.